Here at Collector Zone in St. Joe, Michigan, with Marcos, the owner of
Hello.
Collector Zone and the host of StatueCon. This is year 3,
Year 3.
2025. So really quick, before we look at all this great shit and the entire trip, what's your favorite statue of all time?
Of all time, my gosh. Probably the Sentinel 3-piece set.
Okay.
Studio.
All right. Yeah, I owned all those. I sold them for 10 grand.
I remember what you said about the base. It's true.
What did I say about the base?
Pretty plain.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Next question. Who's your favorite YouTube personnel? I'm just kidding. Who's your favorite distributor other than Collector Zone? No, I'm kidding on that too. Hey, make sure to check out Collector Zone's website. We're going to have a link in the description because every year Marcos puts this on at his own cost, and I think that's pretty incredible because he just likes to hang out with collectors. So make sure to support them. Link in the description below. Anything else?
No.
He's hungover as shit.
I am.
Give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own.
So if you've never been here before, this is not only here for StatueCon, but it's like this year-round. There's a few extra pieces, some reveals that we're going to look at today that are here specifically for the event. But these are always on display. You can come in, take a look. And again, he has all of these, plus about 5 times more on the website, so check out the link in the description below. But pretty cool place, huge statue display from every licensed company you can think of down here, and then a hangout area upstairs. One-up arcades, TV, pretty cool. St. Joe, Michigan, which is a beautiful place right off Lake Michigan. They have a beautiful beach, so make sure if you're ever in the area, come and check them out. Not only the gallery here, but the town in general. So let me show you some of my favorite pieces that I hadn't seen before that were on this particular visit. So these are in no particular order, but it surprised me how much I like Sideshow's new Rogue. Simple, elegant, and keep in mind most of these I've owned like 20 of these characters. Well, maybe not that many, but Ghost Rider, I have owned 3 other ones. This was probably my second or third favorite of the show. Really impressive with that light up feature. They knocked it out of the park. Luke Skywalker was also probably in the top 3. That looked amazing as well. Very cool concept, and the likeness is absolutely spot on. However, I would probably give my favorite to the Succubus. Not only the concept, but the sculpt. It's a beautiful female portrait, and how they did that base was really amazing. This Stan Lee, I don't think this was one you can actually buy, but I would have bought it in a second. Kind of a miniature, life-size, Funko Pop type Stan Lee. This Archangel right here looked amazing, and no disrespect to Sideshow, but it should because it looks eerily similar, doesn't it? These weren't really my favorites, but ones that caught my eye. Iron Studios Beast I thought looked really good. I wouldn't consider buying it where I would consider the previous ones. The same thing about Iron Studios Wolverine and Deadpool pieces. So this is from Deadpool 3. A lot of people complain that they don't have an unmasked portrait for this. They do have 2 arm switch outs, but I still think it looked absolutely amazing. And I think they nailed the Deadpool. And again, I think it would have been great if they could get unmasked portraits, but you'd probably display with them masked anyway, because that was the best part of the movie, right? Another notable one, I just wanted to share my first time seeing the Fastball Special by Sideshow Collectibles. Again, looks a little familiar to some customs we've seen in the past. And you're going to see that as a trend here. First time seeing their Weapon X. In my opinion, the Wolverine looks horrible. Everything else looks amazing. Concept blew it out of the park. I love those bubbles, but I do like the one I have right here with a case. Now, Mystique right here, again, I was surprised how much I like this. I wish they would have done more, but it's a beautiful sculpt, and I was able to actually hang out with some of the sculptors, which was a great time. Now, you're going to see a ton of shorts on both my YouTube channel, so a good reason to make sure you've subscribed to the channel and hit that bell notification, but also on my TikTok. This is the 3rd scale Null by PCS. You know, I love Null. He's probably my favorite villain right now in the Marvel comic world. I highly recommend you read up on him on Donny Cates' King in Black. But I didn't love this as much as I hoped I would. One of the reasons is it looks eerily familiar, doesn't it? Now, this is 3rd scale, the one that by PCS. It's not the quarter scale custom you saw in that picture there. But they did some incredible things with this, but I just wasn't sold on it. And I don't collect 1/3 scale Marvel anyway, but I did want to show you some up close on this, and there will be some separate shorts you can check out for sure. Really quick, before we get back to the con, I want to explain a few things. So, first of all, my wife and I, Mrs. X and I, our time is pretty limited. So when we do little trips like this, we try and pack in as much as we can. And a lot of that's just traveling in luxury and having a fantastic time. But we also have friends all over the US, so we want to see them whenever we can. So there's a big part of that. Now, the big part of StatueCon itself is hanging out with the different people. And while I'm a content creator, I would rather have fun and hang out with the people than worry about creating content. So you're not going to see a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, whether it's us with our non-statue collecting friends. Captain E, he's been in a few videos where we went into a poorhouse and then we hung out, downtown driving Lamborghinis. But you're not going to see any content with the statue collectors, but I want to emphasize that is the absolute best part of the show. So again, we didn't film any of that, and again, we tried to pack in seeing 3 or 4 different friends while we were actually at the con. But I just wanted to say that. Back to the con. So last thing I'm going to leave you with is a pretty quick entire tour of StatueCon here. So there's not really enough time to stop and look at each piece in detail. But do not fret if you actually like this video and sub to the channel and hit the bell notification. You will get slow, short videos over the next few months here that pop up almost every other day. And then you can take a quicker look at some of these amazing pieces from Weta and Sideshow and PCS and Pure Arts and Prime One Studio and Funko Pop and so many more. So again, make sure to stay tuned for those. This is just kind of a quick glimpse of the entire thing. So I'm going to leave you with this and some music. But thank you so much to Collector Zone and Marcos. Make sure to check them out. There's a link in the description below. So that's 2 assignments. Check out Collector Zone and hit the sub channel if you have not. But really loved going. It was our second time there. Our second year in a row there, and love seeing the people. Wish we could have had more time for sure, not only to enjoy the people, but these amazing statues. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yes, we're still giving away $1,000 statues at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. You have to make sure you're subbed to the channel, you like the video, and then leave a comment. We're going to pick a random comment on a random video and give away those statues. In the meantime, check out some of these other videos and my social media. Talk to you soon. Take care.